gonna get into the tea and the caboodle about that.
Yes.
So today we're talking about social media, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And we definitely want y'all input. We have a lot of things to discuss, but to lead into the social media
topic
epidemic,
whirlwind
mesh, whatever. Everybody is hip. Everybody is aware about the Lamar Odom situation and him being on life support and all this, and Khloe Kardashian being by his side. And when it happened, everybody wanted to pray for Lamar. Now, before this happened, everybody knew Lamar had an issue.
Yep.
I'm not going to say he was a drug addict or anything like that, but the world has already been introduced to the factor of him having an issue with drugs.
Yes.
So, and it's always been jokes. Me and Pierre Javon talked about this already. But it's always been jokes. It's never been a thing that anybody felt like they needed to, quote unquote, pray for. Because that's what everybody like to do on social media, is pray for everybody. So, the day something bad happens to this guy that everybody was making jokes about when the drug issues released, now everybody wants to pray for this same guy who the joke was on when his business came out, that he was an addict or whatever it is. So, social media is a mess.
Well, first off, not only did people make a joke before and now say pray for him, which they do with some people like Whitney Houston and Bobby Christina. It's funny when somebody's on drugs, but it's not funny when they're in a coma, which really doesn't make sense. But not only did they do that, but then they blame the Kardashians, which is crazy because, first of all, like you said, we knew he had a drug problem. His best friend he grew up with his whole life just passed away from a drug overdose.
Two of his friends.
Yeah, so what do you think they used to do when they hung out? You know, so this, you know, he got lucky how long until this happened. And a lot of people said that the Kardashians, you know, every man that come in contact with them is da-da-da, blah, blah. And I just feel like, first of all, these people are real people. You know, if somebody has a drug problem, you know, nobody wants to deal with that with somebody that they know, first of all. Secondly, whenever people say that men, you know, they can't make it out the Kardashian family alive, I usually think of the Kardashian people are like a huge deal, a huge empire. And we say all the time how the stuff celebrities deal with. I couldn't be a Kardashian. The slander, you know, and the craziness. So imagine a person coming in. I don't think the Kardashians are spinning them and they're turning into this person. I think they can't handle what the Kardashians deal with every day, which we don't expect people to, you know, to deal with that, basically. And so I feel like I really didn't like that. And then some people in the comments were like, yeah, I know he had a drug problem, but it seemed like it got worse when he got with her.
And it's like, no,
and first of all, it didn't. What you fail to realize is we have never cared about personal lives of athletes. This is just now happening because they're dating celebrities and stars and everything else. You know, helmet syndrome, that's a real thing. When football players go to the club and they show off because you don't know who they are. We never took interest in athletes, unless they were the huge star, their personal life. So we took interest in Lamar's personal life because his personal life became with another celebrity, like Russell Wilson, like everybody else that dates somebody that we would normally be attracted to. So you can say it seems like he got worse, but no, we got the information.
Yeah, he's already been like
He's been a drug addict, but he's been playing basketball. So you ain't, you know, but then when your wife get on here and say, I can't be with him anymore because he's a drug addict, and now you like, then he get in a coma, you know, and then right after he gets out the coma, people making jokes again, like, ain't nothing like knowing your ex-wife is making your life decisions to wake you up and stuff, and it's like,
D.L. Hughley.
Y'all.
And then it's like, one of them was, I can't even remember what it was.
Yes, he been on a celebrity prayer list. He done lost his mom, his kids. Like, come on, man.
We've been praying for him for a while. But either way, it just goes to show that I just think that people forget that these people that y'all take so much time to write about in comments and say the worst things ever, like, these are real people. I don't know who we think celebrities are. Like, I don't know if we think they're these immortal gods that have no feelings, because that is a real issue. My ex-husband, something has happened and he's in a coma and he might be brain dead, and he's my ex-husband, kind of, sort of, because the divorce wasn't final.
And you really didn't want to divorce him.
And I have to make the decision, if it gets there, that this man lives or dies.
And people were saying,
who in the world was
why she running back to him and da-da-da. And it's like, first of all, I've never dealt with a drug addict, but I can imagine that which is way it seemed is when you try to help somebody, because Khloe held the secret for a while. We didn't know why she wasn't, you know, what was going on. Her family didn't know. So when you try to help somebody and they don't want the help, it becomes a point where you have to save yourself. Like, this is taking over my life. So she say all the time she could still be married to him, she would, but she couldn't do that. So if something happens to him, she's human and she goes back. People like, oh, now she going back to him. And I was just like, you sound ridiculous, people. Like, we are human. Like, you would never post a picture or post something about somebody in your family passing away or a picture of your child and people come comment negatively, like killing them, rude, and you be okay. Like, but why do we do this to people that we don't even know?
It's something that I won't ever understand. And it's like, at the end of the day, this is somebody's life, too. So if your grandmother was in a coma and her ex-husband was the one, that joke wouldn't be funny. Yeah. Like, that wouldn't be funny until she's been alive for a long time.
And a lot of people think they get a pass because they show us their business, basically. They say, well, they want us to know this and blah, blah, blah. But the irony of the Kardashians is they are, quote unquote, in control of, their whole world. They edit it, whatever. So everything they show, yes, they, quote unquote, want us to see. But the irony of it is that they appear to show us everything, but then we still... It's not enough, but we still judge, or that's not true, and that was fake. So it's kind of like you can't win with people because if I show you everything, the camera's following me around, I'm wrong because I want attention. If I do show you everything, that ain't really they just showed us what they want us to see. It's like, good gracious, people.
The thing is that people are just ignorant. Like, I can't fathom anything else to say other than the ignorance level is at an all-time high because as real as people, like Pierre Javon was just saying, as real as people get on celebrity life, you wouldn't dare. You wouldn't dare write on my picture or something crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like the intention is so real.
And like, people are ignorant because people argue with another person about somebody they don't know.
It's like,
it's like, it's ridiculous. And sadly enough, people, and I'm not saying everybody that's a celebrity is like, a great person that deserves everything they have or anything, but it's funny to me that the celebrities don't talk like real celebrities. I'm not talking about like hip-hop, love hip-hop people. No, the celebrities don't talk junk about the other celebrities or to somebody unless they try their child or something, whatever. Like, that just shows you kind of like where these people are in the comments and where the people that they comment at. Like, which I used to say this all the time. I used to say this about Kim Kardashian, actually, because people like that know her, like Lala and all them, they say how sweet she is and how great she is. These are people that know her. The people that don't know her are the ones that say she's, all these things under the sun. So it's just like, just look at what you're dealing with.
One of our listeners, I have to say this first. She went to Burger King off Batesville Road. Yes. And it was dark outside. She's a teacher at West Charlotte. And so she got some breakfast. And while she was eating the breakfast, it was dark, so she couldn't see. But when she got to work and opened up the door, the light came on. She looks at her croissant, and it's a molded.
Like, legit
The bread is molded. I mean, green, black mold. Now, the whole time, she hasn't seen it because it was dark outside. And, you in the car, you just open up your food to eat it. So she put it on social media, and of course, the good part of it got recognized by the news. They wanted to interview her, local news in Charlotte. She got an interview. She was on TV, everything. So this is her comment about just everything that she's had experienced
to what we were talking about.
In social media. So Miss K5 says, the way people came for me after trying to warn them about that nasty Burger King, I won't help people no more. Hate to have been famous. Woo! People have too many opinions and live behind a computer screen just talking. Negative for no reason.
And that's really like, to piggyback off that, when I was in college and we did our single ladies video, we had probably got 5 million, 2 million views. I don't know. But at the time we were like because everybody was doing single lady videos. And the comments were harsh. Like, from everything from body type to our shoes to we think we this to we think we that. We just dancing. Like, like everybody else on the internet, whatever, to single ladies. So it's kind of like people just want something negative to say. Yeah, like crazy.
That's just like a guy was listening to us last 2 weeks ago.
He said our voices were annoying.
I would never listen to this bad black representation. He was white, of course. But either way, it's just like, if that's how you feel, turn the channel. Mixler has a lot of things you can listen to. Turn it. Don't listen. It's no point to say anything.
And you know what? This is how I feel about Meek Mill. why do you talk about people you don't like so much? Why do we talk about things?
If you don't like them, why?
Like, unless you have more things that you don't like than you do like, which is a whole nother problem. Let's talk about the things you do like. Like, I don't sit around talking about people I don't like, things I don't like. Like, it's too much other stuff in the world on the other side of the spectrum.
Right. So,
woo. Social media.
Yeah, so that's what we talking about today.
We might as well start off with the bad end.
Yeah, we'll just keep it negative.
And then we'll end on a positive note.
We're going to keep it negative right now.
Yeah.
And we're going to transfer.
So you know my first thing I hate?
I hate everything you hate.
I know.
So
I'm about to say hate is hate is a strong word, but
no, that's it.
Woman Crush Wednesday and Man Crush Monday.
Okay, now first let's talk
about me jaded.
First, let's talk about the reason why Women Crush Wednesday and Man Crush Monday was created.
For
celebrities.
Yes.
No, first, it was created for
Crushes.
Celebrities. Now, no offense if you got a husband, a wife, a girlfriend, and you adore them, and that's what you want to do. No offense.
Great.
But it wasn't made for that.
Right.
It was strictly made to crush. Because a crush is someone that you won't meet. Someone that you probably know and just don't have the balls to say anything.
They don't know you like
that. They don't know you like that. Something. That's what a crush is. A crush, granted, you can definitely crush on the person you're in love with. Fully understand. But a crush ain't, bruh. And a crush ain't, first of all, a crush is not cheap.
Crushes do not change.
You do not crush on yourself.
Over and over and over. Anyway, yeah, right. You don't crush.
You don't crush on my Woman Crush Wednesday. It's me this week. Okay.
Yeah.
You need a feel good boost because that's what that is.
Yeah,
you want people to be in your comments, boosting up your morale because you ain't got it.
All under the same umbrella. Love my mama to death. She's not my Woman Crush Wednesday.
Right.
You know, it's like we are abusing the crushes to the max, and then I feel like a lot of people, probably women, I guess, put the Man Crush Monday to let you know that that's their man.
Press. And
I don't know if you let him know, let the other girl know, convincing yourself, but either way, it's on my timeline, and that's a problem. People announce relationships with one crush.
Yeah.
Crush.
Now, granted, like I said, though, if that's your thing, I understand if you with somebody and, you know, whatever. Because some people post their girlfriends and boyfriends all the time. It's not just Wednesday. Because, my Lord, now, let's not overkill.
Man crush every day.
Yes, let's not overkill.
Yeah,
my goodness. Now, granted, if I put up a man crush, it is going to be Nelly. It's going to be dang on
Big Sean.
Somebody.
Put a Man Crush Monday.
It's going to be somebody. B.O.B. got kicked out the MCMs.
I'm going to tell you what. I never even think it's Man Crush Monday. Y'all remember?
I never think about it.
Do y'all remember Music Mondays on Twitter?
That
was something good. People
Music
used to put
Mondays,
songs up.
BBM Wednesdays. Y'all, we had good hashtags.
But now we all about the other person.
Mm-hmm.
What about what you like? What about your music? What about your stuff?
Okay, so that's a negative. We don't like it. How y'all feel about MCMs? I know y'all over it too. Shoot, y'all get tired of a female posting her dude and she cheating on him and vice versa.
Oh, Jesus. Well, I got a comment. Hold on.
Vice versa. It's like, okay, you posting her, that's your Woman Crush Wednesday, but you crush on the next chick on Saturday at the club, getting her number. Married or not?
No. Okay, I forgot what I was gonna say, but shit.
Sorry.
It was like
I don't know.
Yes, you did. But we'll get back to it if I think of it. Okay, this is another thing I don't like. And if you do this, I might have First of all, I feel like a lot of these things on this list, people that listen and do. But that's what I'm here for. Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Teachers putting their students on social media. It drives me up a wall. Mostly because you should not put somebody else's child on social media, let alone should your work be on social media. I don't think, especially when it involves another actual human. And I feel like social media has become so normal that we think things are acceptable, and it's like, that's not cool to put somebody else's child up there. And I know sometime I heard a story about somebody that got mad at, this wasn't a teacher, this was just another parent that they thought was taking a picture of their child. Because they're like, are you going to post that? Because people don't want their children on social media. Especially, people tend to put their students up, mocking them, showing them acting crazy or dancing. And it's like, you don't do that. Like, I feel like there has to be a code, too, because this is your job. Like, you shouldn't be, and remember back in the day when people just worked, like, they didn't post everything that they did, which reminds me of what I forgot earlier. I'll remember it. But, yeah, I just feel like putting your students on social media, especially the little kids, it's a problem. I just don't like it.
What's the numbers?
Oh, no. Food. on social media.
Struggle meals.
And I don't even care what it is. I don't care if it's a great meal. I don't care if it's a bad meal. What the F? It doesn't even occur when I'm hungry and the food coming in look the bomb. Oh, let me take a picture. No.
Now, granted, if I got some crab legs or something, I'm too excited. They going up. I can't help it. I can't.
But some people, you go to their page, just
and it's nothing but food, and they're probably fat. Y'all need to post a treadmill every time you post a goddamn meal.
No, get on it.
Line it up. Every food meal need to have a treadmill picture next to it.
Oh my god.
So yeah, we don't like that either. Miss K5 said I bake, so I'm gonna post these cupcakes. We ain't talking about you.
Yeah,
girl.
if you promoting, then go ahead and serve. No,
we ain't
purpose.
talking about you.
Yeah, because me and Aaron had this conversation because, like, this was the funny part that we had a conversation about people posting their food and how dumb it was and how we don't even think about it. And one time my food looked so good and I just started eating. I said, dang, I should have took a picture. But in real life, you're not thinking about that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you want to eat your food, I hope. So
You don't think that quick on your toes to do it like that. Yeah.
yeah.
Y'all, we got filters popping off. Don't worry. Oh, dang, it can't see us.
No.
Well,
you
you
watch us on
y'all gonna watch
YouTube.
us.
Yes.
So, the next thing.
Hashtags. Abusing the hashtags.
Y'all do not need 30 hashtags on y'all
You are
picture.
not fabulous. You are
not
not
the game. Hashtag you will get this dick.
Like, I feel like, first of all, hashtags were created to be clicked on. Meaning, you click on it and you find other people.
Right,
who like
I can't
the same
click
hashtag.
on.
But I get that people think they're funny.
They
But we are here to tell you that you are not funny. So when you put 6 hashtags, no real words, just 6 hashtags, you lose me at the second hashtag, quite honest.
Now, granted, some people have hashtag humor and are great at it.
Like fabulous.
Like fabulous.
Yeah.
Like the game. Because I don't care if the game got 100 of them. I'm about to try to figure it out. I got to see what we talking about.
I'll do the game. I mean, I'll do fabulous, not the game.
Fabulous be funny too,
Yeah.
though. He has a great wordplay.
Yeah, he does.
So lay off the hashtags. Maybe one, maybe not. And also comments. Let's just talk about the plain comments. Ladies, when you say no caption needed,
That's a caption, boo boo.
sweetie. Sweetie. You said it. Just post it. That's what a no caption
It's like
is.
the insert caption here.
Yeah.
It's there.
That too. It's like you already put it. And that's why we want to write like insert caption here. Like you already said it. Like it's like y'all see one person do something and don't realize that it's dumb.
Speaking of girls, let's spend a minute on girls.
Instagram models.
Deaf to Instagram models. So a guy told me that Instagram models might as well be porn stars, some of them.
No, for real, because all you see is nipples and butt.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of disagree just because there's a little bit more action that goes with a porn star. But yeah, I mean, you might as well be advertising a porn video. Yeah, sure.
And let's talk about Instagram people. The Westbrooks. These girls are famous off of Instagram. I don't either. I just figured out that India Love was the girl that they had in the picture with the game, and he was allegedly fondling her vagina in the park.
Shout out to Ashley, because she gave me the whole rundown on the Westbrooks. I don't know.
Hey, Ashley. So, either way, I watched it.
That's me.
I watched it. Because I'm like, what? The first episode, first of all, the show is social media. When they show the person, they show their @ name, and they show how many followers they got and how many likes they begin. Like, it flashes real quick on the screen.
I'm throwing up in my mouth.
India Love has a million followers. So she thinks she's somebody. So how she gets paid on Instagram is because people do get paid via Instagram. They promote whatever. Weaves, bra, panties, whatever it is. They promote it for you, and they keep it up for 30 days. No, I said weaves. Weave y'all hair bundles.
I'm thinking waist trainers.
Yeah, everything. They promote it and they keep it up for a certain amount of days, and you pay for it, whatever, you get paid. Mind you, on the show, they're trying to have a branding party. They want to have a branding party to get their name out there. But it's like, first of all, y'all already have a show.
Wait, like an album release party?
A branding party.
No, but I mean like that type of party. Like
a branding party. They want people to know their names. But it's like, y'all already on the show. That's the wrong first episode. Yeah. That should have been like, we did this before the show came on, and we just, either way, it just go to show you how far-fetched social media
I guess technically they still do need to brand themselves.
They
show.
do
because I have no idea what they are.
Yeah, and I don't.
And apparently they had a YouTube show. That's how they got they used to have a YouTube reality show.
Oh, that's what it was.
So
because I've never heard of them. I didn't know that was India Love, and I've heard that name just because when the stuff happened, but I didn't know that's who it was.
Yeah, and I only knew it from the little commercial.
And it really gives you well.
This is the problem with girls on Instagram, which makes me think of girls on drugs.
Because it is.
Yeah, so girls on Instagram are on drugs.
The drug is Instagram. And
social media. God, yes.
Like, y'all are addicted.
It's a deadly drug. Okay, anyway, y'all need to go to rehab. But before y'all do,
and it makes me question your self-esteem.
Yes, and that's what I was going to say. So the girls on Instagram are living their life based off their looks. And women do get a lot of things based off their looks. Great. You get drinks, you get free club entry, you might get a bag. I don't know how it works. But when you get on Instagram and all of your pictures are, you know, your face and your butt and your boobs and your lips and, you know, all of that, you become that person. So don't come to somebody and then say, you're more than that and you're this. Actually, you're not. Because if nobody ever met you and they look on your social media, that's what you are. Like, social media is how you perceive yourself socially. Mm-hmm. So don't go somewhere and try to have an intelligent conversation and say you're more than your looks.
And also, don't put it out there and get mad when that's how guys receive it.
Oh, don't, please.
We can't. We cannot get mad
like
if
Louis
we put it out there.
Talking about women putting all this stuff out there and then getting mad at men not wanting to get to know them.
Yeah, it's like he already know you. He know your butt. He know your boobies. He know you got a tongue ring. He know you got this. He know you got that. Because where it's at? On your freaking page.
Yes, you get out of traffic tickets if you look good. So I've heard.
And you probably got kids. Because your kids stuff be in the picture. Oh. That's another thing. Let's talk about your background. Baby. At least do some cropping. If your kid stroller, car seat, dirty room, everything in the back, don't post that picture.
And back to captions.
We need to have posting etiquette.
Girls, yes, this is the number one rule. Putting captions that have nothing
to do with the picture.
If your boobs are in the picture, don't say long day.
Because your boobs aren't long. Yeah, they're in the picture, sitting. Get out.
You should say big day.
Right. Big titty day. Something. Let's be real about it. Be blunt. Because all you want is for a dude to comment and say something. And then you're going to ignore it.
Then they thirsty.
Girl, he wrote in my picture. Well, girl,
you pouring water in the picture. Yeah, he thirsty.
Your double D's is just sitting there in the camera perched. Like, what he supposed to say? Nice eyebrows?
We got to do better, y'all. But they ain't gay.
Right. We didn't even say nothing about my boobs. He said something about my eyebrows. It was a joke, girl, with that freaking Sharpie.
We got to do better. And, you know, sidebar. So this is interesting that I just discovered. I don't know if I discovered, but I don't want guys to follow me on social media that I meet that do not follow me on social media. Mm-hmm. And Instagram is one of the big things because I look good on Instagram. And I feel like when you meet me one time, then you stalk my Instagram, you feel like you know
what I look like.
You know what I look like. You might think. And then I feel pressure because clearly Instagram is like your best self. I don't look like that every day. Follow me on Snapchat if you want the real deal. I don't want that either because then I can't talk about you when you that crazy.
I don't care.
But I don't want people to follow me on Instagram for that reason because people get on it and they just think, you know, the filter, all that get all blur your vision.
And it's just like even Snap is out of control now. Like, any source of social media that starts off fun never stays.
Let's talk about Snapchat. Let's talk about the Instagram girls on Snapchat.
Ugh.
So with your words.
Y'all do the same thing that y'all wish y'all could do on Instagram.
Flipping your hair. And your lipstick.
And perking your lips.
Take it.
Y'all, talk about what's going on. Talk about raggedy Toyota Prius that always get in front of me and drive slow on Snapchat. Talk about fun stuff. Like, don't be on it. Snapchat is not to be cute. Sorry. Snapchat is live entertainment. If you don't have a humor, a sense of humor, know how to make a joke, you don't need to be on Snapchat.
And we got some comments. So, America said that's why Snapchat's his favorite. You can't hide who you are on Snap.
Can't hide it at all.
And Miss K5 said Snapchat was cool when it was just phone contact. I mean, mine still is.
That's it.
So, I've never posted my thing is follow me. And
I don't feel like that should be done. I don't feel like you should take your Snap and be like, so what's your Snap's name? Like, y'all, so what?
Yeah, because
Snapchat is personal.
Yeah, and if we talking about all these shallow and ridiculous people on Instagram, why do I want to see what you doing on Snapchat? That's crazy because I got it. I seen enough. You know, like,
it's like, stop. Don't even ask because it's irrelevant. Because 9 times out of 10, I don't want to see your snaps. Don't want to see it because you know why? I know you're not interesting. I know you're not.
And I don't like people that do the Snapchat like they not Snapchatting themselves. You do not have paparazzi Snapchat.
Right.
People acting like somebody else is filming them. Just look at the camera. Just say like, what? That is, people are ridiculous.
You're doing this.
Like, people are ridiculous.
People are out of order. People are false, fraud, fake, make believe, fake
that
people.
All about Snapchat. What else people do on Snapchat?
It's everybody. It's
Too
everywhere. Oh, back y'all get the camera out y'all nostrils. I know y'all see that before y'all post it. See, I hope you don't got no booger, or it's gonna be a booger snap, just all in the camera. Just
He said you've been missing on the chat.
I know, Americans. I tried. Y'all know what? I tried to come back. I was at the light. I had a perfect time to snap. And when I watched it back, it just wasn't. I just couldn't. I was like, this ain't even it. I can't come back to snap with this bull crap. Like, this ain't what I can do. People gonna be like, oh, Chanel snapped. Then they gonna watch it like, bruh. Bruh. So, like, for real, because I know when I used to snap, it would be funny.
Yeah.
Like, me and Pierre would call each other laughing about snap. Like, that's what it's supposed to be. And
yeah, good snap is hilarious. I love when somebody posts something on Snap and I laugh at it. Shout out to Savage, because I laugh at your snaps all the time.
Yeah, because Savage is crazy. And Savage cuts everybody out on
and
Snap for what we talking
at
about.
the end, right before it turn off, I be cracking up.
And yes, because Miss K5 be sending me some crazy snaps. But it be funny. Like, that's what it's for.
Okay, so the next thing is fighting. I don't like people posting fights on Facebook.
But Black Lives Matter.
Yes, we talked about that. Like, people are putting up kids scrapping, parents scrapping kids, and parents scrapping kids, watching the parents.
And granted, if you want to post who you fought or whatever, cool. But don't put the little kids up there. Little girl smacked and she was 5, the girl was 10, the 10-year-old fighting the 5-year-old, like, bruh.
And then when you post it, even if you think it's bad, reposting it is pubbing it. So when you say this is so sad, but you repost it, now great.
Another
1,000,000 reposts.
Another negative on Facebook. This is for Facebook. Y'all, when y'all share a post, please read them first. Yeah. Because there's the HIV post going on, and that's from 2012.
Like when celebrities died, people, they did it with, what's her name? Ruby Davis.
Yes.
And somebody
did, because I'm like, what? Did she die?
Yeah, they posted, and they say, like, Sherman Hemsley, they did it with him, too. I'm like, he died 2 years ago, didn't he?
Like, y'all, it's imperative to read.
Yes.
Read. Just all you gotta do is click the link. The date be right there.
And that goes into my next topic of news. So I have this on the positive and negative side because people are so conditioned to only read the headline, first of all. And headlines are meant to catch your attention. So a headline is not always, the fact. It's usually a little wordplay or something. So sometimes people will see and they'll just repost it. So that's the negative with the news. But the other thing, the positive is that there is so much news available to you. I feel like, we probably get most of our news from some type of social media, whether it's Facebook and Twitter and stuff, or an actual social news app. So I think it makes stuff easily accessible. Like, there's no excuse to not to know about something. Like, I hate when something is viral, like it's going around everywhere, and somebody says, "What's up with the such and such? What happened? What's up with Beyonce? Did she drop a new album? What the F? Click on the, I hate when people do that.
That shows you people don't want to read.
It's not even, I don't know if they don't want to read or they just want people to comment and tell them, because some people don't care about the facts. That's another thing. Some people want you to tell them, oh, Drake dropped his album, it was real whack. And they're like, I heard Drake album was whack. They don't want to read it. It ain't even about reading, care. They don't care. Like,
it's crazy.
Google, nobody should be, like my brother, shout out to Jeremy. He's the king of coming in the group chat and asking about something. You could have Googled it. Because then if everybody busy, you must ain't really care about it.
Because guess what? Google got everything on there.
Yeah. And
literally, like, everything. So it's just like, now what?
Right.
Like, now what? Like, is social media really going, and I know it is because it already is, like, is it really going to take over our lives like that? And my homeboy said, y'all preaching the gospel to the wrong generation. We talking to the right generation. Granted, we don't have the younger kids in, but everything I said, people do my age that I've seen. This is why I see it.
And it starts with us, because same with putting your kids on your t-shirt, and you put the kids on social media. When these kids are twerking, parents and older cousins recording it. Like, you
encouraging it.
Yeah, so you don't do that, and the child won't be growing up feeling like they gotta do that, because that means when they see the person they go to school with do it, they're like, why they doing that? They look weird. They not jumping in the camera with them.
It's just all.
Yeah, social media will kill somebody for play for real.
Yeah.
Now forget about repeating deaths. They'll kill somebody. They killed Pops from the Wayans brothers. He was dead. John Witherspoon.
Social media gets you killed. Period.
Right.
Like it get too real on social media. It's like, and another thing I don't like. I don't know if you got anything else, but another thing I don't like is confrontation on social media with real people that you know. Emotional. That's all go together. Telling your business on social media. And don't you dare get mad when somebody comment. And tell them to stay out your business. Right. You just post or sometimes people comment and say, take this down. That's not cute. Blah blah. They be like, nah, you gotta let people know. It's like you don't gotta let people know. No, you don't. Nobody has to know what's going on in your personal life but your friends and your family. If you want them to know. Facebook and your 1,000+ friends that you don't know don't need to know your business because assumptions are being drawn. And this is what I used to tell my sister when she was in middle school and she started getting on like MySpace or whatever she got on. I don't know what was first. I told her, don't put anything anywhere you wouldn't want to stand up in the cafeteria and yell. Yeah. So 1,000 people on Facebook, I don't know them. So why would I get on there and tell them my business? If you would not stand up in the cafeteria and say, hey, y'all, my boyfriend cheated on me, and he this, and he that, and blah, 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 or whatever, and, he broke my heart. If you wouldn't do all of that and be open with them, don't do it on social media, because that's all you're doing. It's telling everybody, and then when you get back with that boy, and they come and say, oh, I thought he cheated on you, you this, now you mad. Mm-hmm. Don't do it. I mean, and everybody do it, from celebrities, like, everybody does this vent thing on social media, and it's just kind of like, but for what? Yeah. Because whatever you saying still ain't going to be enough. And at the very least, if you feel like you really just can't hold it in, do a little subliminal. Let's take it back to when we used to do subliminal. Now people are like adding people and like, you know who you are. Like the slim dude added her. Yeah. Like, bruh, it's just like, and it really make me think, if y'all are celebrities, how do y'all even got time to do this? Like, why are y'all even worried about trying to embarrass somebody? Like, you sitting up here. And granted, you are a real person, but the fact that you already made it to where half the people in your comments trying to make it, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why would you even do it? Yeah, and I think it's a certain caliber of a real life, not real life person, but a normal person and a celebrity. Like if you look at Jay-Z or Beyonce or something, they not that elevator incident. They ain't post no. They ain't talk about it. Thing, on Instagram, whatever. Same as how me and Chanel ain't gonna post something until somebody is. It's a certain caliber of a person that knows that that's not worth it. It's not doing that for you. And you know what I noticed? This is a little off topic. Drake is like real cool with Jay-Z and stuff. Yeah. Drake is really living the Jay-Z, Beyonce personal social media promotion life. Drake don't do no interviews. He posted that picture, his video coming out. He reposted the memes. He posted pictures of OVO. Promotion. Uvu Fest. What is it called? Uvu. I sound like an old person. OVO Fest. Whatever, He promotes, he uses social media for what it should be used for. That's what it's for. It's a promotion tactic. It's a marketing tactic. Yes. It's to let people know what's going on in your life that's cool. Or connections, networking. With people. Right. See new ideas. If you need inspiring stylists, you need outfit ideas, or you need people to model for you, like real models. Like minds can come. When I see this person, they always post good motivational quotes. Now I like this person, and y'all just connect on stuff. That's basically all of the good things I have. That's what it's for. Entertainment, funny comedy. Like that's the things that social media is for. All the bad shit, and it doesn't even have to happen. Everything negative on social media is just because people gonna find a way. Yeah. But it doesn't even have to be there. Which is why Facebook did not need to create the dislike button or whatever. Yeah, because that's dumb. Because everybody's fighting there. Yeah, but I was gonna say the entertainment portion is really like the sums up the whole, not the point of social media, but those are the people that could maximize it the most. When you know how to run your social media effectively, like. I won't say like Beyonce because she's already huge, but when you're somebody that can really, promote stuff and make something catch on just through social media, like, that is where it's at. Like, there's no excuse why people aren't using it for that when that's what it can do for you. And I think when the whole saying, no publicity is bad publicity is kind of true. But if you, look at Meek Mill, how we just talked about, now I'm going to make a comparison nobody else would make. Meek Mill and Oprah. But we talked about Meek Mill. He's in the headlines. He's in the blogs because he's being emotional on Instagram. And he's writing paragraphs and, cussing people out and all that other stuff. But at the end of the day, we might know his name and, ESPN might be talking about Meek Mill.
but Meek Mill, what is Meek Mill really doing, and do we like Meek Mill as a person?
Mm-hmm.
Because if I have some sense, and I think Meek Mill being extra and crazy and on Instagram, he can make a hot song, but I'm still not gonna like him as a person. So when he start rapping and he get into business and he want to be a face of something and he want to take an investment in Weight Watchers, he's not doubling his profits in the day because as a person, we not feeling you because you acting crazy on social media. Like when you use your social media to your advantage, hello, you set up people. Oh, we got comments, y'all.
We just this one. Twitter. Yeah, Twitter was originally created for that purpose, probably the entertainment and pubbing and promotion, and definitely because Twitter was great too.
It was a way for regular people to talk to celebrities talk to their fans. That was a huge thing with them. They could drop new music without, going through nobody or whatever.
You could just drop it right there on you can put the link right there and all your fans can see it. Boom, that quick.
Yep. Okay, so we had to go back. Okay, so the only other thing, freedom of speech is kind of, this is a negative because Charlamagne says it all the time. Americans have too much freedom. When you open up the world to freedom of speech, you open up the world to people like Raven-Symoné or saying something that you don't agree with. So kind of like social media is that on steroids because everybody has an opinion, everybody has a keyboard, everybody gets to type it. And it's just like, so that kind of will irk you if you literally read a lot of stuff.
Everybody's sitting behind a keyboard with no life, with no personality, with no self-esteem, with no charisma, with no stigma to do anything with your life but sit here and argue with people that you don't know on comments.
Yes.
The dumbest thing I ever knew.
The last thing is kind of sums up everything is fronting on social media. Just putting something up that you're not like, my biggest problem with the people that front are the people that, it's two people. The people that front like they're making business moves and, all this stuff and they're not. Or the girls who act like they're having so much fun and do all these things and then when you meet them, they don't even talk. Mm-hmm. That really irks me. And I just think it's kind of like, it's your social media. It's not a place for you to be who you want to be. It's a place for you to be yourself. And then whoever follows you. But the problem is people are trying to be who they think somebody will follow, I guess. And it's really weird, but it's funny to me because for me, it's the opposite. Like people meet me and expect me to be crazy. Mm-hmm. They expect me to be Beyonce dancing when I walk in the room and, whatever. And I'm like, which is cool too because a lot of people that maybe knew me from high school thought I was quiet. Now they're like, you be live on this, or I see you be going out on Instagram, so it's kind of break down a little wall if they think I'm stuck up. But for the most part, your social media should reflect you. Like, I feel like if you look at my timeline, my captions or whatever, you'll know me.
And if you never see me doing what you see me doing on my social media, it's fraud. Like, if I never seen Piera out, I'd be like, now where she be at then? Mm-hmm. Or her stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or every time I see her, or every time I see him. Because it's definitely perception.
Yep. Social media is nothing but perception. There's things that I posted in the moment and didn't even think nothing of it, but I had to go back and delete it because it's like, wait a minute, it ain't gonna look right. I know what I mean, but you also got to think about how it's going to attract who you are attracting when you put something up. It makes a difference, and some things just don't need to be posted. Some things don't need to be said. Yes. People don't need to see everything about you. And don't find a crazy friend, but find the same friend and ask them, is this too much?
Or ask them, is it okay to post?
Yeah.
Ask them, are your eyebrows okay? Get clarification on pictures before you post them, because clearly self-judgment is not always it. If you gotta look at that picture more than 2 times before you post it on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, it's probably not the right picture.
And shout out to my brother. He said I use social media the right way. I feel like we do.
Yeah, I think we do too.
I like to, especially on Facebook, I like to put up things that are positive.
And then cause a conversation.
Positive, informative, too. Maybe things everybody's not talking about. Promote fair game, which social media is big for us because we got a lot of people. When we left Charlotte Community Radio, a lot more people found out about us just from us posting it and putting it on YouTube and sharing it and stuff. So it's kind of like if you utilize it, the right way, you'll benefit. Like, it's all good.
And I also say, like, you said it. That's just really what it is. Like, social media is so great if we let it be great. Yeah. But we have taken it and just turned it into complete turmoil. Yeah. Like, everything is...
And some people have became social media. Mm-hmm. So you go in a room and some people can't hold a conversation because they're so busy being social on their phone.
And it's like you're not even being social for real. Yeah. You put LOL and you're not laughing.
Yes.
You crying laughing and you sitting here looking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? It's no need for it. I think a lot of people should back up from social media, like, and really put your life into perspective. Like, you so distracted social media and what's going on. Like, it's not that deep. I had to even get to the point where I'm like, okay, Chanel, the first thing you can do when you wake up, don't need to be pick up your phone and look at Instagram. Like, that's outrageous. It's outrageous. Because now, if I'm picking up my phone looking at CNN or the Weather Channel or something imperative to my life, then okay. But that shouldn't be the first thing we do. It might be the last thing I do at night before I go to sleep because I'm just laying down and I don't really care to turn on the TV sometimes unless it's Martin. Hey, but either way, it's like social media. We just gotta be cautious. We gotta be aware of what's going on.
And sadly, all the people that think how we think are doing right, and all the people that don't think how we think are going to continue to do wrong.
We got a comment. LOL and LMAO is like a new punctuation. Used too much.
Oh, I do not think LOL.
Well, you don't.
If you get, I mean,
sometimes I need you to do it.
No.
And I know you really be laughing.
No.
But it's like, no, I'm talking about to me.
Oh, I'm about to say what? Now, if I'm laughing, I don't know. If I'm laughing, I will LOL exclamation point. If it was a little funny, like me and Aaron used to put Cass, crack a smile. Like, it's just a little funny. C-A-S.
Well, and I do laughter now.
Yes, Chanel sends laughter. Or, crying faces. Usually I really laughed out loud.
Right.
But I do not send the LOL because, first of all, then you think, that's okay. You thought that was funny.
And it's
so
not
now
funny.
I think it's funny. Now you might bring it up again because you remember that time you was cracking up.
And it's like, we ain't got to talk about it that long.
No, Ladarius, no. I cannot fake a laugh.
We know. But either way, that was social media. And it's more bad than good. Just because of how people use it.
Yeah. But for me, it's a lot of good.
It's a lot of good because we get a lot. It's very important to fair game because we get a lot of our information, a lot of our, in case you missed it, comes off social media. Yes. A lot of everything that we know, we pub on here, everything. So it's all good. So we hope y'all enjoyed.
Well, we was talking for a minute.
Talking about social media. We about to wrap it up though on a positive note with the quote.
Yes.
And the quote for this week is, "There are no traffic jams on the extra mile."
Aww.
Zig Ziglar.
Oh, I like that.
I do too. Don't go that far. That's basically what the quote is saying. Go that far. Like, go how far you feel like you may not need to go. Because ain't nobody out there with you then. Ain't nobody holding you back. Ain't nobody there to tell you yes or no. You are by yourself literally when you go the extra mile. Because 9 times out of 10, ain't nobody trying to go there with you. So take that extra mile and don't be stuck in traffic. Shoot. Go with the freaking flow.
Yeah, so I think that's a great quote, first of all, because so often nobody wants to try harder than they did last time. And I feel like people, if you just go ahead and try, it's not going to be packed because not that many people are trying that hard. So it's kind of like, just go ahead, put in the extra work and make it happen. Like, I'm sick of people complaining. I'm sick of people not doing what they're supposed to be doing and making the excuse for it. Like, what are you doing? Not what are you planning on doing? Not what did you wish you would have done? What are you doing right now? Like,
exactly.
I ain't got no time.
And that's real. So we want to end off and start off in this week and start off the next week with that quote. There are no traffic jams on the extra mile. And y'all remember that. And just push forward. Go for it. Shoot. And shout out to the person who gave me that quote. Because I didn't come up with that. Of course, I didn't come up with it on my own, but I didn't find it either. Somebody gave it to me. So, shout out to you, too, if you're listening.
And next week, we're going to be off again, y'all.
Shout out to HBCU Homecoming. Shout out to State. Shout out to Central.
Everybody.
Shout out to goddamn Winston. Shout out to NT there this weekend. Shout out to everybody. Homecoming season. We turned up. We turned out.
So, we'll be back in 2 weeks. With the new show.
And we'll
tell
let y'all
a friend to tell a friend.
To tell your mama and them.
Post it on social media. Help the topic.
Hey, NCCU. Woo. Okay, the extra mile in the gym. Hard.
Yes.
Shout out to the gym. Shout out to y'all. We love y'all. I'm Nelly P.
And I'm Pierre Devon.
And we are fair game.
Life's not fair.
But we are.